Well, thanks very much, Joe, and joining me here are hopefully three members of our hockey team who, as Mr. Sheehan said, will be cherishing their time here at Norwood High School and playing hockey. I am joined by Aaron Wagner, Allie McDonough, and Allie Martin. So two Allies and an Aaron. So and I know there's another Allie on the team too, Allie Parkinson. There's two more. So yeah, we could have had four Allies, but you know. So welcome to the three of you, and first and foremost, nice job today.
Thank you.
It's much easier coming in today after a win today. If you had come up on the short end, I might have been looking at 3 empty chairs. So, you know, congratulations to that. What a great season to start off with, Aaron. And I'll start with you. Record-wise, we're at what 5-2-3. Now, according to Coach Maloof, who's in there, so be on your best behavior. You know, a couple of those ties could have gone in the win column, right?
Yeah.
So it's been a pretty successful season, at least to get yourself started. Do you feel good about where you guys are right now?
Yeah. And we keep like improving every single game, so that's adding on to like how much better we're feeling like each game. Yeah,
and we've been kind of talking about that, and I'm going to ask you a little bit because you guys have played before in the Bay State, and now we're in the full-time Tri-Valley. Tell me, you know, and I'll start, Allie, you know, to you, I guess, the difference between Bay State competition and Tri-Valley competition. Do you notice anything different, first and foremost?
I think going into Tri-Valley, we were expecting a little less because we just figured like it would be not as good as the Bay State because like we've been just playing with them for so long.
Yep.
But it definitely is a similar competition. You see like teams that have like a couple of combinations like with like other towns, but like you think they're not going to be that good, but they come out just as fast as any other Bay State team.
Yeah, and I have noticed that there are a number of schools that are, or a number of teams that are kind of like combined 2 or 3 schools together. Like, for example, who you played today, right, was a combination of a couple towns, right?
Yeah, Mansfield, Oliver Ames, and Foxborough.
Right. So now you're seeing new teams, you're maybe in some new rinks and whatnot. Is that kind of exciting to be going up against different jerseys, for example, Allie?
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, like, we've never played or seen any of these other teams before, so it's, like, definitely new and, like, interesting to see, like, how they are because we've never seen them before. Yeah. No, I mean it makes sense. You know, I mean, if you guys play Dedham, and I know we still play them, but you know, how do you then, Allie? I'll stick with you for a second. How do you prepare then for teams that like this, you know, Oliver Ames combo that we've never seen before? Does Coach have some sort of new game plan against teams we don't know too much about? I mean, like, we will go into games and not knowing like anything about teams, so we know that we can't go in like going easy on them. Like, we have to go in like knowing that we have to like show up and try as hard as we can and just do our best.
Right.
Yeah.
And it certainly sounds like it's worked out. You all have collectively had, you know, some fantastic success this year. You, young lady, are doing fairly well as finding, you know, Mr. Sheehan was talking about putting the puck in the back of the net. Tell us a little bit about, you know, I know hockey is probably one of the ultimate team sports. Love it. It takes 5 on the ice and a goalie all working as one. But tell us a little bit about your season so far this year in terms of the offense that you found this year.
I think most of like my goals come from like the forecheck. I think that's really important because once they get it down in their zone, like that's how we get it in front of the net. And it's kind of just like being in front of the net, like getting the puck in, because if someone puts it out there, then the goalie doesn't know where it is. And it's honestly just like keep going at it.
Yeah, right place, right time, and having folks to help feed you that particular puck, getting it to the net. Aaron, you know, we had you on earlier this year talking all sorts of stuff, soccer and whatnot, and I said, well, you'll come back and we'll talk hockey. So, see, here we are talking hockey.
Yes.
At the current record where you are, about halfway through the season, what surprises you so far this year?
How I think every single person that once they step on the ice, they have like the determination to get the puck and get it into the offensive zone and like make a difference on the ice, and like how like strong our team like works together, like really like shows like how strong of like a team we are, because we did have like a decent amount of seniors that graduated last year, so we didn't know how many like freshmen or JV players that were on there last year that made varsity this year. We didn't know how like well they were gonna like be able to replace the seniors, because that was a very dominant grade. So and they came in, they filled the roles very nicely, and they're like their personalities are just as good as them, which adds so much more to the team bonding. So I think it's just like our team we're just keep getting better and better and like getting closer as friends too.
It is a nice group of, you all are a fantastic group of young ladies. For example, I know a lot of the JV players because I coached them years ago. And so it's kind of neat to see them all move up and to join your ranks and whatnot. You know, Allie, over to you. In terms of what's coming up for the rest of the season, you've got a couple tough games up on the schedule. You've had a couple tough ones already, the Westwoods of the world. You've got them again coming up. You've got Canton. You know, those two teams right there are ranked in the top 10 in D2 this year. What do you, and a great game against Westwood already, but what do you need to do you think, to kind of, you know, maybe leapfrog some of those two teams? Those are tough teams.
I honestly think we just need to show up to play. Like, sometimes we have like one bad period and that like really sets us back, but I feel like if we like show up to play and like play like we have been, I feel like we can definitely beat them.
Yeah. As a coach, that's what I kind of always preach to my players, is that you can't take a shift off or a period off, because the minute you do, is, you know, as you're shaking your head, better teams will hop on that, right? You know what I mean? If you make that one mistake, you go, oh, I'll glide, and that's when they jump on you. So I see exactly what you're saying. You know, Allie, one of the goalies for Westwood has like under a 1 point goals against average. I mean, but you guys threw 2 in on her, so I mean, you know, you doubled up on her.
Yeah.
Again, if you faced a Westwood again, you know, like I said, maybe not taking a period off. How about to you, Allie? What would you take and bring to your game the next time you faced Westwood to beat them, do you think?
I mean, with one like game against Westwood under our belts, I think we know what they're all about, and so now we know that we need to just keep crashing the net, because my goal in that game was I was just in front of the net, and that's how it happened.
On the score sheet, it's a
so
goal.
I mean, yeah. So we just need to keep working on like crashing the net and back checking, and just being all over them and all over the puck will definitely help us.
Well, it's exciting. We're looking forward to that. So, not to get too far ahead of ourselves, because I know we have the regular season, and sometimes coaches get, oh, don't talk about it. Last year, you guys made it to the second round. And I'm not saying you, because I'm not jinxing anything. What do you think, if we get that far, do you need to go to make a nice long run in the state tournament? What do you think you guys need to do?
Well, I think we just need to keep practicing hard, and every game we need to treat it as if it's like we're playing against the top team, and just work as hard as we can and come out strong in every game, and just practice hard and just keep preparing.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, I mean, it really comes down to a lot of the time of practice and effort and putting it in, and it'll pay off, and it has so far. It really has. It's been kind of exciting to watch and see. You know, every winter sport seems to be doing pretty well this year. So, you know, again, congratulations on a great start to the season.
Thank you.
You know, let's not rest on our laurels. We'll just keep going, right? So that we can go down and broadcast more games as the tournament goes along. And then we'll broadcast from the Boston Garden.
Yes.
All right, does that work? All right, we'll go and do that. Coach Maloof will have a camera, and we'll go to the Boston Garden. So, listen, to all three of you, again, congratulations so far.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the season, and we'll follow you as you go along.